Hello everyone, welcome to post results review session for exam March 25. I hope you all are doing well and are in the best of health. And this session, as always, we conduct for you people so that you guys can get a good guidance. And this guidance does help students a lot in terms of planning what needs to be done next. Before I start the session, I just want a quick confirmation from you people. Is my voice clear to all of you? Kindly please confirm. Is the voice audible to all of you? In the chat box, you can quickly confirm me, please. Right. Thank you very much for the confirmation in relation to voice. Congratulations to all of you, those students who did manage to pass in March 25 attempt, and special congratulations to those who became affiliate in March 25 attempt. Yes, it is always tough for those who didn't able to make it. They didn't pass in their March 25 attempt, and it is always tough to motivate yourself. People are down, but you need to realize this fact, as we always say, that these are professional examinations, and in professional examinations things like these do happen. Failure doesn't means you're not capable. Failure doesn't means that you don't have that capacity. No, it's a professional paper. Sometimes you might not be able to understand the basic requirement about the paper, what examiner wants from you, and things like that, and that can end up in a failure. But it it is not that you cannot come back. Failure is only a failure when you don't come back. You need to learn from it, whatever mistakes you have done, and once you learn from it, once you come back, you are a total different personality, and you can easily pass in the upcoming attempt or whenever you reattempt the paper. So just to give you the idea that in March 25 attempt, approximately 91,000 students did sat for the examination in March 25 attempt, and 3,900 approximately became ACCA affiliates. So it's a good number. 3,900 students became ACCA affiliates, so congratulations to them. And as I said earlier, those who did pass, so congratulations to them as well. I will now welcome my entire faculty who is part of this session. As always, the entire VIFHE faculty always joins this session to guide you specifically and to whatever subject related issues you have. So the entire faculty is always there. So right now I can see few faculty members with me. Soon I will get their input as well, and the others are still joining the session. So I would just request all the faculty members to kindly open their webcams so that they are visible to the students, and yes, whatever things you guys students need to ask, can ask from them. So guys, first of all, let me introduce the faculty members. We have Sir Hassan Nosani, who is yet to join the session. He is the SBL specialist at VIFHE, with Ahmed Mumtaz, who is a double A and triple A faculty member at VIFHE. Then Taha Popatia teaches AFM. He's the AFM specialist. Then we have Sania Asif teaching TX and ATX in English language, followed by Ramiz Arain, who teaches TX, ATX in Urdu and Hindi language. Alia Manullah teaches FR, Urdu, Hindi paper. Then we have Aisha Faisal, who teaches SBR and FR, both in English language, followed by Amjad Hussain, who teaches SBR Urdu. Along with that, he is the OBU mentor as well. I teach PM, FM, and APM. And after that, we have Tahir Sartaj, who is also the second specialist OBU mentor at VIFHE. So this was all about the faculty members. It's now time to jump towards the passing ratios for March 25 attempt. You can see the passing ratios of the recent attempt, and in comparison to that, the passing ratio of the previous, that is December 24 attempt. All right, so I'll just ask faculty members one by one to briefly share their input in relation to the passing ratio in comparison to December 24 attempt, so that quickly whatever they think, they can give their input, and like this we'll then move towards the next segment. So first of all, I would want Sir Ahmed Mumtaz, who is with us, yes, to give his input about AA and AAA exam. Sir Ahmed, can you please unmute yourself?
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Good evening from my side. And first of all, congratulations to all those students who were able to clear the exam, and those who didn't. Well, try, never surrender. If you are going to work harder, you can surely crack the exam in the June exam window. Okay, let's talk about AAA first. So AAA was 39% in March 2025. And the great news is it has remained the same with the same 39%. And this is a massive result in terms of AAA, because historically AAA used to be 31, 34%. So it's a great time to attempt AAA exam. Moving forward towards AA, even AA has seen a massive improvement in the result, never seen before, 47% as compared to the last time around, which was 44%. So it's a great time to be a AA or a AAA student. It's a great time to crack your audit exam. So this is from my side.
Okay, great. By the way, you are not at home right now, Sir Ahmed. Everything okay?
Sir Rizwan, apologies to everyone because I am right now in the middle of an ACCA event. It's a very important event. It's an event where I am representing VIFHE. So I'm right now in the middle of a ACCA meeting with the in Islamabad, basically Serena Hotel. So apologies.
Okay, great. So thank you very much for your quick input. Let's now move towards AFM. Taha is with us. Taha, what is your input in relation to AFM?
All right. So, am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are, Taha.
Okay. So, no change in AFM passing ratio. It's 45%, and it is a very good passing ratio if we compare it with all the papers that the students have to select, the selective exam papers. And 45% at AFM is definitely a very, very good passing ratio. Students are doing well in this paper consistently. And in the past, we have also observed that AFM passing ratios have been above 40%.
Okay. So that's nice that it remained same, constant with no change. Now, yes, Sir Hassan has joined us. Sir Hassan, how are you?
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm good, thanks. Sorry, I got a bit late. I got caught up.
All right. So, sir, can you give your input in relation to SBL passing ratio?
Right, so SBL passing ratio in March was 53% versus 51% of the previous attempt. There's a 2% increase, which is good. SBL normally passing ratio is 53% since last 3 or 4 attempts. So SBL has maintained its own passing ratio. And again, I believe it is one of the highest or second highest passing ratio in all the strategic professional papers. So that's good. Yeah.
Okay, great. And you're right. Yes, it does has the second highest passing ratio. In fact, the highest passing ratio. Okay, so now let's move towards advanced taxation. Ma'am Sania is with us. Ma'am, if you can hear me, please confirm and give your input in relation to advanced taxation.
First of all, a very warm welcome to all students who are here and attending this session. I hope my voice is audible to each and every one of you.
Yes.
And congratulations to those who have been able to make it up. And there is no need to get upset if you haven't been able to crack your exam, because at the end of the day, it's just an exam and you are going to expect your exams shortly in the future, and definitely you'll make it up next time. As far as the examination of advanced taxation is concerned, the results are quite open in front of you. It is breaking its own record. Though it had taken a little bit of dip last time, but this time round, there is an increase of like 5%. It's like in excess of 50% if it is compared with the rest of the optional papers. So that is like showing a very promising result. And I believe that all the students who have taken up advanced taxation must have become affiliate as well. So that's from my side.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for your input. Let's now move towards taxation exam, and Sir Ramiz is with us. Sir Ramiz, please share your input in relation to taxation.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum to all students. Am I audible to all?
Yes.
Okay, so the result of taxation is one of the highest passing ratio in the history of taxation, that is 55%. And as I always said that calculation works, because this paper has a lot of calculation work. So students shows the interest in this paper, and it shows the passing rate that last time it was 54%. That is again one of the highest in the skill level, and again it increased by 1% to 55%. So I think it is the time for the students to opt for taxation paper, and the result is very good. Specifically those students who could not pass their exam in the March attempt, don't worry about that. There is not a major change in the taxation rules, so you can opt for the paper in June attempt also.
All right, thank you very much. And yes, rightly said, it's the highest in all the skills papers and very high, in fact. Okay, now moving towards performance management, 1% increase in performance management. So it's a good thing. When it is above 40% is always good. Then we have FM, financial management. There's 1% decline, but again, it is on a very, very higher side, keeping in mind the skill passing ratios. So FM always remains around 50%. Advanced performance management, 1% increase is again a positive sign because of the low passing ratio history of APM. So anything that goes up, it is always good, and it is a good sign the students have performed well. Okay. For FR and for SBR, the passing ratio, I think the faculty members are not yet available in the session. Ma'am Aisha and Amjad, I can just quickly mention the passing ratios. It's 50% this time, 1% dip in SBR, whereas for FR, again, it's 1% decline in that as well. So overall, the passing ratios more or less remains the same, and it's always on students. What I always say that, okay, we do consider passing ratios. It is important to consider passing ratio, but at the end of the day, what plan you have to make, the target for you should be that you should be in the passing ratio, whatever it is. If it is 10%, even it is 5%, your effort should be to ensure that you are part of that 5% or you are part of that 10%. Okay. Now moving towards the next area after this quick discussion about passing ratios. Again, we have tried our level best to gather the results, because this is the first day, and the results do pile up till 3-4 days coming ahead, but these are few of the students who managed to grab highest marks. Again, I'm mentioning this. We might get more marks later on, but so far, I'll just call out the marks here with the subject as well. So in ATX English language, we have a student from India, if I'm not wrong, who managed to secure 86 marks. This is very, very nice. Followed by 85 in financial management from Pakistan. Then we have AFM, Advanced Financial Management. The student managed to secure 84 from Oman. Uh, then again from Pakistan in ATX in Urdu Hindi language, that is ATX 83 marks. Followed by that 82 in Advanced Performance Management, and that is from India. Uh, Followed by 79 in Performance Management from Pakistan, then 79 in SBL from Poland, and another 79 in SBL from India. Followed by FR 79 from Pakistan, and 76 is in AA from Gambia, then 75 in AAA from India, and SBR from India. So we will, as I said earlier, that we'll be updating as we get more marks from the students. This score obviously might get more better and better. So congratulations to all these high achievers of VIFHE so far. I can see the chat box where students are asking certain questions. I would request them not to ask questions right now. Let's quickly jump towards the next segment where we will be opening the floor for Q&A. So just reserve your questions till then, and once we will ask you, then you can ask the questions. All right. So as always, we have a practice to invite few students right now in the session who have really scored well in the papers. We did contact students, but those who are available, so we invited those who were available today. So I'll just call out the names of the students who have confirmed us their availability, and would request the respective tutor to have a quick brief discussion in relation to why and what made them score such high marks. So I'll start with financial management. Rija, if she is available. So admin, please can you check if the student is available right now? Okay. We can't see the student right now. Let's see if she can connect later on. So we'll connect her. Moving towards advanced financial management, Muzna, if Taha, if you can please confirm, is the student available? Yeah.
Yes,
Muzna,
sir, she is
Ran.
here. She is
She
available.
Yes,
is here.
hello.
Yes. Over to you, Taha.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, sir. Okay, Muzna, first of all, congratulations for achieving such high marks. 84 in advanced financial management is a lot. Like, people struggle to achieve such high marks, and they are truly a source of inspiration to many. So, Muzna,
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, Mazda, I will appreciate that you talk to the students, give them some suggestions, how you actually studied, what was your plan for the 3 months journey, what timings did you give, and like what you actually did in the last 1 month or 21 days. Over to you.
So, sir, my approach was to complete the content as much as possible. And then towards the end, my main focus was on doing as many past papers as possible. So what I would do is that I would in between practicing questions, I would make some brief notes. And then while I'm practicing questions, I would just make these notes and refer to them after 15, 20 days so that I, understand. And then once I am complete with those questions, I would make a separate folder where I would write my mistakes for those past questions. And then but in the last 20 days, I just focus on doing as many past papers as possible.
All right. So, Muzna, moving forward, and let the students know the importance of past paper. Do you feel that if someone is doing last 10 or 15 attempt past papers, the actual exam paper will have some portions or some concepts being repeated? Like, what is the repetition ratio, or what is the actual benefit of doing a lot of past papers?
So, what I personally experienced was a lot of questions like in the paper. There were like a lot of concepts which got tested from previous papers. Like, especially the first part was like, I think an exact copy of one of the questions, which I don't exactly remember. But I think majority of the concepts are already covered in the past papers, and it's just a repetition.
All right. One more question. Give one quick tip for theory area and give one quick tip for the practical area, because you know that this specific paper is a balance of both. So one quick tip for theory, one quick tip for practical.
For practical, it's just past paper practice. And for theory, it is basically I made my own notes. So your notes and my notes basically helped me to pass theory, because personally, I'm not a very big fan of theory and I'm not good in theory.
Okay.
But then your notes and my notes helped me too.
All right. And you made your notes from the past papers. Basically, the past paper was the base for everything?
Yes, sir.
All
Past
right.
papers and my own my mistakes basically helped me to understand where exactly I was going wrong.
Okay. And the mistakes were while you were doing past papers, you noted down where you were lacking, correct?
Yes, and I actually revised those in the last
All right.
10 to 15 days.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for joining the session. And it is a real pleasure to see someone getting 84 marks in AFM. Thank you
Thank you
so
so much,
much.
sir.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much, sir.
Congratulations to both the student and the tutor. Now, let's invite Lohit, who managed to secure 82 in advanced performance management, and he is from India. Lohit, if you can please confirm, can you hear me? And if it is possible, can you open your webcam as well?
Hi, sir.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
I am fine. Congratulations on getting 82 in this such a tough paper of APM. First of all, just tell the audience, are you a working professional or you just study full time?
Currently, I'm studying full time, but previously, I was working with one of the big firms.
Okay, so while you were giving APM, so you were just the full-time student
Full
at
time
that time,
student.
right?
Yes.
Okay, which other papers you are still left with?
I'm left with only AFM. I did
Okay.
SPR and APM in the last attempt.
Okay, you give two papers in March 25,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now the marks are really high, and we expect that you also become a place winner in India. Top three tips that you want to share with the upcoming APM students that you did what that really helped you to get such high marks?
I try to point out the mistakes which I am doing when I solve questions. So I used to revise that as the previous person taught. And the other thing is, I made my own notes along with your videos. And I used to revise them very frequently because APM is a theory paper and a lot of topics keeps repeating. And the type of requirements also keeps repeating. So I made certain points, like certain important points that I'd revise every 2 to 3 days once. And I did a lot of kit questions along with your debriefs. So that really helped.
Okay, this means the most important thing is practice. Until unless you don't practice, don't you and you don't write the answers, you don't get that confidence, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and how important mocks were for you, and the last the practice questions that you did solve, the pre mocks. How did mocks help you in the APM exam?
Mocks gives us a reality check based on how well we are able to manage our time. And the other is if you are able to remember things. So on the first mock which I gave, I was not able to manage time. So
Okay.
as we progressed, I was able to manage time. So I think time management is an important thing that we get to learn from mocks.
Okay, and I'm sure you did complete the paper in examination.
Yes, I've completed the entire paper. Yeah.
Okay, great. It's a huge achievement, honestly speaking, because I teach APM. I know how tough the paper is. You can see the passing ratio being lowest at 39%. This is extraordinary performance. Best of luck for your AFM, and let's hope that you become the place winner as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, now moving towards our next high achiever, and the student secured 79 in SBL. Over to
Hi, Sai, are you there connected?
Hi, sir, I'm here.
Sai, amazing marks. Congratulations on scoring 79. And just can you let us know you are a working professional or a full-time student?
Yeah, I'm a full-time student. As a full-time student.
I see. So for SBL, during your preparation phase, what was your study plan during the last 4 weeks?
It was actually very simple. I just followed what you gave us, what the plan you gave us, that is, watch the live lectures of the practice questions that we did in the live questions, and then after the live session, the next day I did those questions myself under time constraints, and I redid the mistakes that I made. I rechecked it and I corrected them, and then I went on to preparing for the next class and then moved on like that. That was the main
I see.
technique.
I
Yes.
see. So this was your first attempt in SBL?
Yes, sir. This was my first attempt.
Right. So you focused more on practice or you focused more on theoretical knowledge?
Absolutely practice, sir. In the last 4 weeks, I don't think I've spent, I think I spent less than 5% of the total time on theory. And the remaining 95% were on question practice, watching your live problem solving. And yeah, that was it.
Right. So you said you mentioned that you spend less than 5% in theoretical concept and 95% in practicing.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
what about the exam day? Like, what made you score 79? What one tip would you like to give if students wants to score this high?
The tip that I can give is just have a peace of mind that there is not going to be any tough questions that will be asked in SPL. It will always be common sense questions. Most of the questions will be common sense. You just have to have a peace of mind and go to the exam with a fresh and very concentrated space, and then you can read those requirements, and you will find yourself writing those answers within the time because you have prepared so much for the paper. You will be very much well equipped for that. So yeah, just have a peaceful mind. That's it.
Very interesting tip. I think that's you're absolutely correct that you need presence of mind while doing SBL because most questions are common sense. Right, Sai, thank you so much for sharing your input and we will stay in touch. And once again, huge congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
uh, success story session. As I said, that we did confine this because there are subject related orientations that also happen. So students respective in respective sessions will also be invited to be part of those. Now it's time to move towards the most important and the main agenda, and that is the guidance session, the Q&A. This is very important session for you people because you do ask a lot of queries from your respective tutors. You need the guidance, so you can ask now questions in the chat box. Please just find out the chat box if you're not aware about it. One by one we will try to address your questions. Make sure that you don't repeat the questions because there should be no duplication. You can see the chat box in front of yourself, anything that has already been answered. So please don't ask the question again. So the floor for Q&A is now open and you can ask questions. I will connect you with the respective tutor who will guide you in relation to your query. So, all right, so let's start with the comments, the questions here. Let's start with FPM. Mohammed Yusuf scored 49 in performance management, and that was the third attempt. Now, yeah, it is bad. Obviously, it is disappointing, but you really need to enhance your performance. See, if you are not able to pass, there is some problem, there is some issue, right? And you are very near to 50. So this is a good thing for me. What I think is that you have to focus on your weaker areas. Maybe theory might be your weaker area. Maybe section A OTs is where you are struggling, because these are the common issues what I see. So you need to identify where are you lacking, and just think whether you were able to complete the paper on time or not, and focus on your weak areas, improve those, practice more, and I'm sure you'll be able to make it. You are very near. Don't be demotivated. My suggestion will be to give the paper again in June 25 attempt. Okay. Right. Now, after that, Muhammad Omar, Sir Hassan, what is your input? Any student who wants to start SBL now, being the first attempt. So time is enough.
Right. So this is a very common question I'm getting this time. So if you are planning or thinking of giving SBL in June, starting now, there are two things which you need to consider. Number one, how many papers are you planning to give in for June? If you are just planning for SBL, then okay, it is doable. Second thing is you need to analyze how many hours per day can you give to SBL from now onwards. If you can give 3 to 4 hours each day from now onwards to SBL, then you can easily prepare. Because obviously now less time is left for the exam, so you need to give more input, right? So if you can spare 3 to 4 hours each day going forward, and if you're just planning for one paper, then it is pretty much doable.
Okay. So I think this is clear. Now, moving towards the next one is Hamza Badami. Taha requires guidance in relation to AFM, and unfortunately, he managed to secure 49.
All right. Hamza, you actually need to make sure that you were good at the practical as well as the theoretical area. AFM is a mixed and a balanced paper. And secondly, the most important thing in AFM is that the concepts are not much. You can cover entire concepts within a week or 15 days probably. Practice of past paper questions is very important. Examiner is twisting the things. Examiner do ask previous content as well. There are repetition of a lot of concepts. But if you are very good at your past papers, you will be passing the exam. So make sure you do a lot of past papers. If you have any particular problem which you want to discuss, for example, you think you were not good at theory or practical, or maybe some specific thing, some specific problem you think that you had in the exams, you can discuss it with me right now or after the session as well.
Okay. Taha, I want you to answer one more question. Hamad Ali basically asked a very important question, and this is very important for students who do struggle again and again. So what do you think any student who is being able to pass the paper in every second attempt, so what that student or what that person should do?
Okay, not necessarily. There are a lot of students who pass the exams in the first attempt. One of the reasons I believe is that students are working individuals and they have a 3 months bracket only. 3 months means 90 days. And if we
Correct.
subtract the first 10 days because they are also giving the exams, so they have 80 days only. The time management planning is very important. Like at VIFHE, we have a proper planner for all the subjects. We keep following up the students. We keep taking update from them where they are. This is very important. So one of the reasons I feel is that generally they have all the content with them, but they need a power to push them to study. This is one of the reasons that students don't pass. They don't invest proper time needed for a particular exam.
Very well answered. Okay, now we have Kishore, who scored 45 in APM by self-study. So I think, first of all, you did a very nice job, Kishore, just because APM self-study getting 45 was really good. Uh, but again, APM, is a paper where the most important thing is to understand the answering technique. Uh, Especially for APM, because I believe that until unless you don't know what is the examiner's mindset, and this is not clearly mentioned in any kits or books, honestly speaking. So if you learn the answering technique, you understand. Once you understand what to write, what should be the mindset, you will be able to pass this very easily. Yes, resit batch is a very good option for you. You can work on your weak areas. Okay. Okay, we have another question from Suma regarding AFM. Scored 48 in AFM in first attempt, 47 by self-study, working professional. Uh, so what is your suggestion, Taha, quickly?
All right, Soma, again, it might be some specific reason that you are not passing the exam. What I can do is that you can solve 150-mark report question and show it to me. I will let you know where you specifically went wrong. Okay. So what you can do, since you have given the exam twice, so you can solve one of the recent 50 marks question, send it to me, and I will let you know where you are going wrong.
Okay, very, very nice of you. I think this will help student massively. Now, for advanced taxation, Ma'am Sania, if you can answer Soman regarding the question that the passing ratio is high, which we already saw in our previous analysis. Syllabus is vast, but has given TX 2.5 years ago. So, what do you think? Should the student appear in June or September, spending 4 hours a day?
See, usually students become so passionate at this point whensoever they have to opt for ATX as their last exam, because they try to get done with the exam on as soon as possible basis. But see, haste makes waste. So just keep this thing in mind. And if you can spend 4 hours and you are not working, and you are going to, as what you have mentioned, that you are going to offer only one paper, then it is doable, but it is like going to be so overwhelming. So I believe that delay it till September, so that you will enter in exam center with full preparation, with full confidence. So I believe September attempt is going to help you a lot. But despite saying this, I would say that still, if you just increase the pace from 4 to 5 hours on daily basis, even then it is doable.
All right. Thank you very much, Sir Hassan. There are two students more or less asking the same question. One is Nikhil and second is Usman. Both didn't manage to pass their SBL. Now, what is your suggestion? What do you think they should join the resit batch that you'll be offering, or the revision batch would be enough for them for June?
Right. So the question is that whether they should join the reset batch now or the revision batch which will start next month.
And one more thing, and sorry to interrupt. And one more thing, should they appear in June or September?
All right. So it depends on student to student, what is their weak area. So from your marks, you can guess, but the rule of thumb is that in my experience, if you have scored 45 or more, then you can directly join the revision batch because your marks suggest that you lacked practice. But if your marks is less than 45, let's say 40, 38, 42, it also shows that you lacked theoretical concepts and hence you must join the resit batch, right? And regarding the time, again, I would repeat that if you can give 3 to 4 hours from now onwards to SBL, then you can easily prepare for June attempt.
Okay, and I think this has been answered well because one student scored 45, then the other one was at 38. All right, so uh, moving towards the next one, the student attempted APM 3 times, failing at an average of 44. Recommending to Should I recommend to join to AFM? See, yeah, this is a very tricky decision that student has to make, and obviously we have to give them the right suggestion as well. Uh, 3 times again, it's a big number, giving same paper again and again, but still I feel that you should continue with APM for maybe one last time. Don't give in June 25, just take a break because already you've covered the content thrice. Going towards a new paper, which is always an option available to you, uh, will make you study again everything from scratch, new paper, new techniques. So what my suggestion is that at least try APM last time, not in June 25 if you don't have time, because it all depends how much time you have. Given September 25, prepare yourself in a much better way. See, there are lackings. The reason you were not able to pass clearly means that, yeah, there are issues. So you work on your problems. Just recheck your answering technique. Just see that whether your answers are according to examiner requirements or not. And just give APM again for the last time, and I'm sure this will be your last time from as far as AC is also concerned. Okay. Now we have another question in relation to TX. The student wants to join the batch. Okay, let me just give you a basic idea about the TX course. Yeah, we any student can join the reset batch for taxation, which includes all the content. If you join the reset batch with remaining assignments, remaining live classes, you'll be able to access it. You'll be getting access to mocks uh, and debriefs, all that is part of the reset batch. You can join it. A quick suggestion, if Ramesh, you can give me in relation to this particular question, that any student reappearing for TX does have enough time to complete TX for June 25, starting from today or tomorrow.
Okay, so if any student wants to join the badge of taxation for June attempt, so he can start from today or tomorrow, as we give them a proper planner for the reset badge. We will give you the planner for the reset badge and for the weekly basis, and you just need to follow that particular planner. If you just fulfill that planner, so you will cover it up till 15th to 20th of May. Your overall course will be covered up till 15th to 20th of May, and then you have almost 10 to 15 days to cover up the past papers and the MCQs. So I think it is a doable effect. It is not that much difficult as you have the planner, so you can opt taxation for June attempt and you will easily cover it up, inshallah.
All right, thank you very much for your input. Ma'am Sania, I want you to answer two things here. Student Rabia Javed tried ATX paper twice, I think. So, no. Okay. She tried to, okay, she is left with ATX, and would you recommend her to appear in September or give two papers in June? And the other student is asking in relation to ATX failed 3 times, now sitting SBL in June. So what will be your suggestion to Rabia and Rahul?
As far as the student is concerned who has taken advanced taxation thrice, uh, first of all, they really need to take a break, because sometimes the things get so stuck, your thinking methodology gets so saturated that you cannot focus on the things the exam has to be handled. So you really need to take a break for at least a session, and then take a start fresh, and hopefully and definitely you shall pass. Secondly, the other student, the other student's question is same, whether she'll have to appear for September attempt or June attempt. As long as a person is committed to spend 3 to 4 hours on daily basis, but has an ample margin to increase the study time period once or twice in a week, and that person, I believe, hopefully, if it's he or she is not working right now, then handling such a lengthy paper is a doable thing. But still, for all those people who are taking up advanced taxation, it is indispensable to say if they are not working, 99% of them are working. So besides being a working professionals, you can, if you can spend 3 to 4 hours on daily basis, but you may speed up the pace on and off basis, on as and when required basis, then it is like doable. But still, I believe better to go for September. But yes, for June, it is not an impossible thing.
Correct. Thank you very much. Sir Ahmed, a quick answer. Student just managed to pass SBR in March 25 and wants to start AAA for June. Now, starting from today, so I think approximately 45 days are left. What is your suggestion in relation to this?
Okay, my honest suggestion would be, if you are a full-time student, don't go for it. If you have got any other exam, uh, I think you should choose any other exam other than AAA. Why is that? Because you can clearly see, as we discussed in the introduction of this session as well, that the passing rate for AAA is on the lower side, which is 39% as compared to AFM, ATX, SBL, and SBR. So if you are a full-time student, yes, you can. If you are not a full-time student, most likely you are going to be a working professional. That creates a lot of challenge. But at the end of the day, it depends upon your hunger and your appetite and your workload. If you could manage 3 to 4 hours along with your work, yes, it's doable. But if you are not in a position to devote 2-3 hours per day over the weekdays, and and then you have to double or triple the effort over the weekend, if it is not possible, if you cannot spare that much of time, then don't go for AAA for the June attempt.
All right. Yes, Aisha, you can ask any question in relation to AA. You can just post in the chat box. Sir Ahmed is available and will answer you. Moving towards uh, Mir Akib, Mohammed, and the other student is Vanshika relating to SBL. Uh, Mir Akib is doing self-study, SBL self-study, and wants to ask, is it possible to start SBL self-study for June 25? Okay, now, if you want to start now, it's spending 2-3 hours a day, and he's a full-time working professional, whereas Vanshika, Vanshika managed to secure 46, following all the techniques, all the answering techniques that were mentioned. So what she should do now to pass the paper, Sarasan?
Sir, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, the first question is in relation to self-study for SBL, June 25, starting right now.
Yes, SBL is possible in self-study only, but you just need to be mindful of two things. Number one, self-study requires a lot of self-discipline, right? So if you can sincerely devote 3 to 4 hours, then you can pass SBL on self-study as well. And the second important thing for self-study is what I have seen that students doing self-study, they tend to get carried away in revising theoretical concepts and they focus less on practice. Even if you are a self-study student, you need to give 1/3 time to theoretical concept and 2/3 time to practice. I will share a separate study plan for self-study students in my tomorrow's SBL orientation class. If you can join that, and if you follow the study plan for self-study students with sincere discipline, you can easily pass as well.
All right. Thank you very much. Taha, any idea if student exam transcript is not available or got withheld? So, what is your take in relation to this issue?
All right. There can be multiple reasons. Today I was discussing a similar case with a student from Afghanistan. He received an email from ACCA today, and there can be multiple reasons. Students who are giving online exams are facing this issue, but you have to write it back to ACCA and they will let you know exactly what happened. There can be maybe technical problems while you were giving exams, or maybe you were not following the instructions properly while giving the exam. This is one of the reasons why they nullify or they don't release the results, and you have to be very careful next time.
Okay, great. I can see one question from Isaac regarding which next paper should the student opt for if get past SBL. So if it is June, you first of all need to check whether you have sufficient time to cover in 45 days. And I don't know which optional papers you are left with actually, because that is what can make the life easier for us to answer. You need to figure it out which base paper you are good at if you want to give any optional papers, like if your PM is good, double A is good or not. Plus, do you like theory or calculations? And lastly, what you want to pursue ahead in your career. According to that, you can select the paper. But again, if you're very much committed, keeping in mind the syllabus of that paper that you select, because ATX has, I think, more content to cover compared to some other paper, like for example, APM or AAA. But again, the technicality does matter. So it's totally up to you. If you are a full-time student, you can study 4-5 hours per day, then it may be doable for you. Okay. I can see the 3 comments in relation to advanced performance management. In fact, 4. Uh, one of the student who will be giving AAA. So once and advise what should be the next paper after AAA. See, again, it's the same thing. You have to decide between APM and AFM. So what I think 3 things are important. Your base paper. Are you good? Were you good in FM? Were you good in PM? Number 2, your preference for calculations and theory. If it is APM, it's mostly theory. AFM does have a portion of theory and calculation both. And lastly, in which industry you want to work. That is very important because ACCA has kept these optional papers for you to decide which paper is good for you. You want to be specialized in that. So that is what you have to consider. Okay. Second, for APM, you were not the student did not pass APM in December, uh, left March attempt. I think yes, you should appear in June, and the revision sessions would work for you definitely because of the practice that we will be doing. So yeah, revision sessions would work. Just start revising the basic concepts so that once you enter into the revision sessions, the basic thing is in your mind. Okay, the third student is for PM, got 29 and 46. I can see a big change in their results. Obviously, from 29 getting 46 is a good improvement, but still you didn't manage to pass. So I think as you worked hard from 29 towards 46, a bit more effort is needed. And I'm sure you will cross the line in the next upcoming attempt. If you're not giving any other paper, go with PM and try to pass this. Focus on your weak areas as well. Okay. Suman, if you want to enroll for APM reset, I think you need to study 3 to 4 hours, 4 hours minimum per day for the next 45 days will be very much workable for you. Caroline, I did mention for any paper that you are studying, you have 45 days. I think all the faculty members would agree with me that 3 to 4 hours minimum they have to study if they want to give any paper in upcoming June attempt. All right. Ahmed, if you are available, can you please quickly recommend Sandra, who managed to secure 42 in AAA and want to resit in June?
Okay, AAA is a discussion-based paper, and the discussion is very much subjective. Students around the globe, they tend to fail the exam because of overwriting. Students tend to fail the exam because of underwriting. So as a student who has just failed the exam on 42, your concepts are correct. Your concepts are correct, which is 1/3 of the success story, as Sir Hassan also mentioned. For the rest of the 2/3 portion, you need to, I think, work on your drafting skill. And at the end of the day, you have to make sure whatever you are drafting, whether it's the business risk, whether it's the ethics, risk of material misstatement, whatever it is, you have to make sure that somebody is evaluating your drafting skills. Somebody is giving you a feedback, and somebody is letting you know that, boy, you're not going in the right direction. You're overwriting. You're not writing what examiner wants you to write. You are reflecting extraordinary knowledge, but it's not required. So make sure that your work is evaluated. Make sure you are solving mock exams.
Okay, great. Now we have two questions in relation to SBL from Usman Mohammed and Rabia Javed. Yes, Rabia, sir will reply. Sir, Rabia scored 46, 47, 47 in the last 3 attempts. So what she should do for SBL now. Second, Usman Mohammed wants to ask whether he should appear in June through your reset or revision batch or not.
All right. First of all, Rabia, 47 means that your conceptual knowledge is good enough, but you are lacking sufficient exam drafting and practice and mocks. Now, it sometimes happens that if you are consistently scoring 47 and you are also practicing enough, then the other possible reason is that some students they tend to stress out during the exam. Like during those 3 hours and 15 minutes, some students they stress out, and because of that they are not able to give their 100%. So you are a best judge of yourself, but as of now we don't have a lot of options available for you. You just need to do more practice, more mocks, and try to score better in the mocks so that you are able to clear the paper. For Usman, it all depends on your marks. If your marks is less than 45%, then I would suggest resit batch. And if your marks is more than 45%, then you can also survive with revision batch.
All right. Suman, are classes of ATX, whether you opt for Urdu batch or English batch, has the methodology is the same. Uh, you will get the recorded classes, and obviously the tutor interaction is the most unique thing that we offer. That is through live classes, that the practice classes the tutors do conduct, that is one of the core things that we offer, along with the direct tutor support that you get. You can ask questions from the tutor, you can take suggestions from them directly. So this is what this one-to-one interaction will help you. So yes, through the live classes, you can interact with them. It is not just, see, we don't just promote recorded content. We don't sell it and sit somewhere else for the next 3 months, not replying anyone. It's not the case. We are with you till the last day through our live classes and also through one-to-one WhatsApp interaction. Okay, so don't worry about it. All right. Okay, Shehzad Rasool has a question in relation to ATX. What do you think, Ramiz? Any student who wants to resit for ATX in June, so is the time sufficient?
I think if a student is a full-time student, not a professional student, a full-time student, I think then the time is enough to cover up the whole course, because ATX course is one of the biggest course in ACCA, and it's a very vast course on multiple number of topics. If you are a professional person, so you have to calculate your time, that if you can give at least 4 hours per day from tomorrow onwards. If you can give 4 hours per day to the lectures and to the topics and to the past papers, so you can opt for the June attempt. If you are not able to give 4 hours per day, I think you should not opt, because it's a very vast course, or you need to practice more questions. So the student need to calculate the time period. If you can give 4 hours per day, so you can opt for June attempt. If you can't, so go with September attempt.
Okay, I need a mixed suggestion here from Sir Hassan and Sir Taha, because this is a very good question. I really want you guys to help the student. Rabir Hussain gave SBL in March 25, got 43. He started studying AFM, 20% AFM has been completed. Now what should he do? Should he continue with AFM or come back to SBL and give the other paper in the next attempt? So I don't know who will answer this one, but what is your input in relation to this issue?
Right. So this is again a very common scenario with students, that some students, they give two papers, one SBL and one any other paper. So in my experience of last so many years, I have seen that giving SBL along with any second paper is a high risk strategy. I have seen majority of the students failing when they give SBL plus any other paper, and they're giving the right amount of time. The reason is that SBL is a very, very different paper from all the other ACCA papers, and the exam techniques are absolutely different than other papers. So when students, they give two papers together, one SBL plus any other paper, they tend to subconsciously mix the techniques, and that is why they are not able to clear SBL. However, there are few students, like 10 papers, when they give two papers together. So it's now up to you. If you think that you are confident that you can manage both papers together, it's all about confidence. Then you go for it. But if you feel that no, it requires 7 to 8 hours per day, when you're giving two papers and you are less confident, then I would suggest that you opt for one paper for June. Either it can be SBL or it can be any other paper. It's up to you.
Okay, yes, correct. It all depends how much confident you are. Amy, I think you can go with APM. Self-study is not a bad option, but what I personally believe in APM, honestly speaking, is the answering technique. If somehow you can uh, just ensure that you get some service in relation to answer checking, if your mindset, if the way you have to write the answer is in the right direction, then you can go with self-study. Because for APM, if you just read the textbooks, the basic knowledge is so simple to understand. It's just the answering technique. So if somehow you can work on that, if somebody can help you in relation to answering technique, it works well. Otherwise, I would strongly suggest not to go with self-study for APM especially. Okay. All right. Now, last question for Sir Ahmed, if he is available. I don't know he is or not. Yeah, Sir Ahmed, what is the difference between uh, international and UK for AAA and SBR, and which one to choose?
Well, first of all, I'm not dead sure, but I think SBR UK variant is going to be ACCA is going to get rid of it. So I'm not dead
Okay.
sure, but this is my point of view regarding SBR. I think SBR tutors can confirm, but okay. So I would highly encourage you to go for the international variant, because if you are going to go for international variant, uh, first of all, 95% of the stuff is same. But if you're going to go for international variant, you are going to open up a lot of opportunities for you. But if you're going to stick with a UK variant or an Irish variant or a particular Czech variant, that curtails or that cut downs your wings, and that limits your options. So go for the international variant, both for SBR and for the AAA.
Okay, one more question before you leave. After failure in AAA, should I start reading or go straight to practicing and doing mocks?
First of all, you have to evaluate yourself, that why did you fail the exam? Were you totally blank because you were like in a no man's land, you were having no clue what's going on? It means you lack the knowledge as well. But if you were having idea about the questions, like you during the exam, if you had this feeling, I know this, but I'm not in a position to write it. I know this, but I don't know, it's not working for me. If that is the case, it clearly indicates that you were lacking practice. You did not solve assignments. You did not solve the practice exams, mock exams. Clearly, you did not solve the mock exam. Clearly, your mock exam was not evaluated by some expert tutor. So it depends. Most likely, you need to go you need to learn the drafting technique and straight away jump towards the past paper questions.
All right, thank you very much. I'm just answering three questions, all the three related to performance management. Mohammed Yusuf, you have scored 49. I think revision batch should work for you. You just need to focus more on practice. So revision batch will be helpful, because in revision batch will be targeting important areas. In relation to another PM question, Aisha, yes, self-study for PM is possible. If you have done before, you did manage to pass. So yes, self-study is always useful. You can watch the webinars that I'll be conducting for this fresh attempt, and the previous one as well. And kits, when it's about kits, so I think, yeah, study hub, ACCA study hub for practice, and one kit, if you can manage it, would also be useful for the practice purpose. Uh, Lastly, I can see one for the last question for performance management. Yes, I think you can cover performance management. There will be a separate planner that will give you for the last 45 days. So according to that, you can cover up the things. Uh, Taha, okay, let me check. In the meantime, Taha, if you can answer, Hamadullah, AFM doable if starts from tomorrow. It's a fresh paper. And Yagman, if you can please post your query again. You can just type it. Please just type it here. I'll ask the respective tutor.
Okay,
Taha, yes,
Hamad.
please. Can you answer?
Hamad, AFM is absolutely doable. But again, the general rule is that, and every teacher will agree, that you will need to invest average 4 hours per day. You need average 4 hours per day. If you can give average 4 hours per day, fair enough, go for it. But if you feel that no, you have office, family, or some other commitments, and you will not be able to give average 3 to 4 hours per day, I will recommend that you go for September attempt and pick 2 exams together so that your duration is extended and you can complete 2 exams. But having said that, be very, very sure that the exams that you pick for September are not overburdened. So look at your past results and make a wise decision. But AFM is doable provided you can give 4 hours per day, in short.
Okay. Yagnam, I asked you to post your question in the comment section. I cannot see a question. Okay, just quickly ask the question. You can unmute yourself briefly, please.
Yeah, thank you. So basically, I got 41 in my first attempt APM, but in my opinion, I do not see much scope for improvement because I had tried every of your suggestions. I mean, as much as I could. So my question is for Sania Madam that seeing ATX is pass rate, like it is much higher than APM. So can that be my reason to like go for ATX in June? Will that be doable? And
Is that the
Yes,
only
please.
paper you're left behind?
yeah.
And are you working right now?
I am working, but like yeah, actually, I might not be able to manage the entire new syllabus. So
See, the course content of advanced taxation is so vast that you really need to be very sure of the fact that how many hours you can allocate on daily basis to advanced taxation. Otherwise, I may say this thing that though you need to cram a lot of rules related to advanced taxation, but in the end, it is technically easy to pass this exam because it is usually
yeah,
tested on the same basis. I mean, so the similar kind of questions which have been tested in the past, you're going to expect the same ones. But for that purpose, you need to learn a lot of rules. And for that purpose, if you are sure that you can spend 4 hours at least on daily basis, and you may have to like increase the pace as and when required basis, then it is like doable. Otherwise, I believe that if you are like so confused with like taking up the same exam which you were taking up previously, once again, you may
yeah.
switch to advanced taxation. That will surely going to help you, but better to go for September attempt.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah.
Most
Okay,
welcome.
great. Thank you very much. Krishna, if you have your final bachelor exams, I think that will clash with your PM, if I'm not wrong. If you didn't manage to pass it, so obviously if you are giving your bachelor final exams, so obviously you will not be able to appear for PM, then you have to shift PM to September attempt. And yeah, then you don't have any other options. So I think you have to shift PM to September attempt. All right, then. Thank you very much, guys. It was really nice answering your queries. Queries were coming in huge numbers, so I tried my best to cover maximum of these. But it's not the end. If you still have some doubts in your mind, so just hold your questions for the respective reset orientations to be held from tomorrow. I'll just share the details with you people. I'll take few more minutes, so I want everybody to attentively listen. uh, we are offering the reset courses. These are the regular courses. There's nothing different when it comes to reset courses. So the best thing is entire 100% syllabus is available, but the top up is the remaining live sessions. The remaining drafting sessions is what you get access to, and those that we have conducted in the last month, you will get the recordings of that. So this will make you more comfortable and will give you more confidence, because the remaining live session you can interact with the tutor. Along with that, you have the facility of mocks and debriefs and the last month revisions that we conduct. So it's same as the regular batch, but the best thing is we are offering this at up to 50% off depending on the combos that you select. Okay. But if you think you don't have to opt for the complete course, then revision course is for you, that we are starting from 6th May. Revision course is a bit different. It is designed in such a way that it includes all important areas that we expect to come in June 25 attempt. So you will be getting the access to all those important areas with, again, the facility of mocks, debriefs, and the revisions that we're going to conduct at the end. So this is a different course with limited content. So you can decide whatever suits you. It all depends on your marks, how much marks you were able to manage in the last attempt. If it is more than 40, 45, I think you can go with revision batch. But if you think the marks are less than 40, so there are conceptual errors, you can go with a resit batch, or even for September sitting, you can opt for. Okay, the regular batches for September are also available. The timetable for the upcoming orientation sessions, and what is special when it comes to these orientation sessions is that the tutor will discuss paper specific reasons for failure, paper specific feedbacks, paper specific plan for the next 45 days. What else you want? Even if you don't want to enroll with us, you can get those plans. You can get the idea what to do for the next 45 days. So this is a very important session for all those who didn't manage to pass. From tomorrow, which is 15th of April, the session tomorrow is of PM and SBL. Day 2, which is 16th, we have TX English, FM, TX English only. Then we have on 17th, we have FM, FR Urdu, AA English and Urdu, and AAA. On 18th, we have SBR Urdu, TX Urdu Hindi, APM on 18th with ATX as well, Urdu Hindi. On 19th April, we have ATX English, FR English, SBR English, and on 20th, we have AFM. So please, whatever paper you are thinking to opt, just get into these very important research orientations. We conduct separately for you people so that you can get further guidance. You can ask questions. The tutor will be available. You can further ask subject related questions in that session. The timings are written here. For the registrations, you can contact our support team through these details. For enrollment, you can contact them, and they will be happy to answer your queries and just give you all the respective information. So I think today's session did work well for you people in terms of the guidance, and this session will give you the confidence, the hope to come back harder and more stronger. Remember, failure is not a failure until and unless you don't learn from it. This is just a short time period where you might be demotivated. Remember, God has given us a very good habit to forget things. If you don't forget things, then people will not be able to live, right? So you'll be able to forget it very soon. Just come up with a new plan, new energy, and be positive, and I'm sure you'll be able to make it in June 25 attempt. Over to Sir Hassan for the closing note and suggestions he want to give at the end. So thank you very much from my side. See you then. And Sir Hassan, over to you.
Right. So, congratulations to those who have passed the exam. But this session is more importantly for unsuccessful students. So, you know, failure in strategic professional levels, especially strategic professional level papers, is something common. Even, renowned professionals, it's not possible to clear all the papers in one go. It's quite challenging. So please don't get disheartened. All right. It is a globally professional paper, and you might be lacking something. So if you try again, definitely you will learn more stuff which will make you become more stronger professional going forward. The only thing is, when you fail a paper, there are two things. Number one, you wasted time and money. Well, that cannot be, undone. So that's gone. So don't sweat about it anymore. The second thing is motivation. When you fail a paper, especially second time or third time, it really hurts your motivation, and we understand that. And we are all with you to support you on that. So just try and focus to gather back your motivation. It will take some time, but the sooner the better. Just gather your motivation, get some anger, make a promise to yourself that this time you will nail it down and bounce back. Right? We at VIFHE, all the tutors, we are there to support you. Even if you are a self-study students, we have a lot of uh, materials for self-study students as well. All the tutors are accessible to you. You must attend a subject-wise orientation starting from tomorrow so that you can connect with the respective tutor. One last thing, that at VIFHE, believe in giving life support. All the tutors, they are available to provide live support. We are not like other online colleges providing recorded contents and using teachers' assistant to handle students. Our mission is to make students pass, to make them a better professional, and that.
Okay, students, so I believe that there is probably some problem at Sir Hassan's end. Anyways, best wishes for everyone for the exams and your preparation. And do join us for the orientation that are going to be conducted for each subject separately. And we are going to meet in those sessions. I will be meeting you in AFM session, and the other respective faculty is going to conduct their sessions. Wish you all the best. Thank you, and bye.